All right, this is my buddy Zazu. Isn't he a good-looking buddy? Yes. And in this video, we're going to go over something using something called a conditioned emotional response, also referred to as a CER. He does not like this, and I'll show you. Well, usually you're supposed to walk away from this. You want this to be one on? There we go. So that's a cutoff signal. He's saying, I don't like that. And so a lot of us, but I have to walk you, so we want to go ahead and force it on them. And we don't think about it, but we're doing something against his wishes. So in this hand, I've got a bunch of treats. In this hand, I'm going to have the harness. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of hold it in a way that's similar to the way it goes on him. Let me untwist you a little bit. There we go. I think there we go. In the future, get this done first, Zazu, so it's not for the shot. All right. So I want to kind of hold it more like it's going to hold, and actually this is the front part, so we'll see if I can put his head through there. But first what we're going to do is, Zazu, here. There you go. So I got them both behind my back, and I want my arms to be akimbo. Yes. So what we should see is him starting to look at this faster. Yes. And eventually he's going to move his head towards it. Yes. So I'm marking him looking at it. I'm doing just one version of it. So he didn't look at it? Yes. Yes. I shouldn't have said yes there. I was saying yes conversationally, but I'm using it as a marker. Yes. There we go. Didn't look at it, so I didn't give him a reward. Yes. But he's not moving away from it like he was when we first pulled this out before we started filming. You're getting my hands very slobbery, buddy. Yes. Now it's going to be an eye dart, that's fine. That was an eye dart, but yes, there we go. And he leaned towards it a little bit. Let's see if I can get a little bit more of a lean this time. And he doesn't have to sit for it, I just do it for the camera, it's a little easier. Now I'm not pulling in his face, I'm just holding it up. Half of how dogs learn, yes, there we go. You see that deliberate lean towards it. I don't go to the next stage until I'm starting to get those leans, because that lean, now this is demand barking. That's a demand barker. That's a different video. All right, so that's the first stage. So when you're doing this, only one hand is in front. So looks at it, yes, it goes away, and then I give him the treat for my other hand. All right, so to get him to put his own harness on, what I do, and this is the part that goes on top, and this goes underneath, correct? This is, no, this is underneath. There we go. Is this, no.
It's underneath, yep,
yep.
And
So
that's
now
the
what
back.
I'm going to do is I'm going to hold, I have a bunch of treats in this hand. I'm going to hold one here. And I'm holding it the way I would, and I stick it towards him. There you go. I pull my hand back. My hand is like the piston. Now, what we're going to do, when you're doing this, you're going to give a lot of treats. This is a luring exercise, yes. Yes. Now, don't move. My left hand is the hand that's closer to you. Let's get a better camera presence here. This is LA. Yes. Now I'm moving faster than we would normally move. So I move my hand there. There you go. And normally I would do this over several sessions. But now he's starting to stick his head through there. Now the common mistake people get is when they get most of the way on, they'll slide it on. I don't do that. So eventually he's sticking his nose through there, but he's choosing to come to it, and he's doing the work, and he's being rewarded for doing the work. I'm not moving this, he's moving his head into it. Now, when you get to the part where it's most of the way on, you're tempted, like right there, to slide it over. I don't try not to do that. I try to make him do all of the work. Patience, when you're doing positive dog training like this, it's frustrating because you have to go slow, but the nice thing is when you do it, you're doing it for the dog's life. That's on YouTube. Okay, I'll let you get that one off the floor. Here we go. So eventually now I'm starting to hold it here. Did you get that between your cheek and gum? Yeah, it's like peanut butter on the roof of your mouth. Yes. Zazu! Let's try that again. There you go. So eventually he will stick his head all the way through. We're almost there. Yes, you know where the treats are coming. Now if you do this and he goes around it like that, then you go back to the aperture. And that time I cheated a little bit, and you saw what happened. He moved away. So I'm not going to do the whole thing here, but I think you guys understand the concept. And eventually he's sticking his head all the way through, and then I give him another treat afterwards, so it's a positive. So instead of this becoming something that it's a negative, look at that. Yes. So I'm rewarding just a portion of what I want, which is him approaching this, him touching this. Let's try it again. Now I can also, if they're really fearful, sometimes I'll do something like that. I'll put it down on the ground, I'll drop some treats around. Now he's initiating contact with it. This is usually one of the first stages I do after I do the CER, if they have a strong reaction to it. There's another one right here, buddy. There you go. You gotta go get that. But now he's interacting with the object and it's no longer having the negative. Now, I'm guessing that this has some negative connotation for two reasons. The Guardians here, before they knew that they aren't ideal, sent them to a board and train. And the board and train used a prong collar. And so prong collar is also something that goes and is approached and put on. It's a controlling device. So some dogs have an association. And this collar hurts me. All collars I don't like. Also, he doesn't like going to certain areas where in Santa Monica it's very busy. And sometimes his parents take him to places that are a little bit busier than probably he's ready for. And becomes associated. You put this on me and then you take me to the danger zone. That's not Top Gun, but the other type of danger zone. So after a while, he builds an association. Everything is association for dogs. That's why prong collars are bad. If I'm wearing a prong collar and I probably get to another dog and it bites my neck, then I think that that's why I'm getting punished. I'm not giving him the treat here. I'm just redirecting his attention. And I'm going to ask for a sit. And I'm going to ask for a down. I'm going to ask for a boop. Yes. And now I'll give him the treat. So if the dog barks at you, ask them to do 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 things and mark each individual one and then give them the reward at the end. Yes. So now we're teaching the barking doesn't get attention. Yes, but the other things do. All right, well, this is my buddy Zazu, and these are some tips and tricks you can use if you have a dog that doesn't like to have their harness bit put on.